I chair a committee in the Congress called the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, and we have jurisdiction over what I call planes, trains, and automobiles, pretty much all things transportation. We have jurisdiction over telecommunications. We have jurisdiction over space and oceans and a whole range of things. Almost anything that touches the economy in one way, form, or another kind of comes under our committee's jurisdiction. So we're focused on a few things in that area. Of course, we're waiting to see what might come our way as a proposal from the administration with respect to infrastructure. There's been a lot of discussion about a proposed infrastructure package that would be directed at investing in roads and bridges and aviation and all the transportation modes, but also hopefully at broadband. One of the things that I've tried to do as chairman of that committee is look for ways to expand the deployment of high-speed internet all across places in this country, including rural areas of South Dakota that oftentimes get missed by that. And one of the bills that we've already reported out of our committee, which is currently awaiting action on the Senate floor, and I'm hoping will eventually get considered there, is a bill called the Mobile Now bill. And basically what that does is it creates more spectrum. Spectrum is what everything, all these wireless devices that you all have, they run on spectrum. Well, there are about 16 billion handheld wireless devices in the world today, and they say by 2020 there are going to be over 50 billion of these handheld devices. They all have to operate on spectrum. So we've got to figure out ways to free up more spectrum. And a lot of it, frankly, about 70% of it is held by the federal government, and a good amount of it by the Department of Defense. So obviously you've got to figure out ways to free some of that up for commercial use, share it, allocate it differently, find new frequencies, all those sorts of things. And that's something that my committee is very focused on. And like I said, we've already produced a bill that's passed the committee and is awaiting action in the Senate. And I'm hoping if we can get it cleared through the Senate, we'll be able to get it through the House and on the President's desk. And we'll be looking at a whole range of telecom issues, not just the mobile piece of it, the wireless piece of it, but also, as I said, how we can extend broadband all across South Dakota. We've already passed a couple of bills out of the committee that have been passed by the Senate and sent to the President. We reauthorized the space program, the NASA program, and we just passed a new weather bill that I worked with Democrat Brian Schatz from Hawaii on, and that will improve weather forecasting, long-term trends, the sorts of things that we rely on when it comes to production agriculture.